Back in the 1950s, Italy was racing forward, and the country was gripped by the optimism of post-war reconstruction, as well as the economic boom that would later be called the Italian miracle. And that all meant that the demand for electricity now surged. Hydroelectric power was seen as the perfect solution to fuel the country's post-war industrialization efforts because it was domestic, reliable, and Italy's mountainous terrain offered vast opportunities for expansion. The companies at the forefront of this was Società Adriatica di Elettricità, or SADE. Now, to do this, they were at this point building increasingly taller and more ambitious dams across several different valleys, constantly pushing the limits of engineering. Now, one of SADE's principal hydraulic engineers was called Carlo Semenza, and he was well known for particularly ambitious projects, including both arch and gravity dams, and he had a personal dream to one day create the tallest arch dam in the world. So, what's an arch dam then? Well, when engineers discuss different dam designs, they usually talk about the two main types, which are gravity dams and arch dams. Gravity dams rely on sheer mass to resist water pressure. Essentially, they use brute force to resist the push of the water by deploying massive blocks of concrete or masonry weighing tens of thousands of tons. And because of this, they are mostly used in broad valleys where there's room for a huge structure that can rest on firm rock. In contrast though, arch dams are far more elegant. Curving upstream, they instead press sideways into the canyon walls or abutments, taking advantage of the landscape itself to help contain the water. This makes arch dams much thinner and lighter, and it allows engineers to build taller structures using far less material. And Mr. Semenza's dream now involved creating an arch dam of unprecedented ambition. So he and his team set about carefully surveying Italy's alpine valleys, looking for the perfect location where this goal could be achieved. They then focused on the Vajont Valley, a tributary of the Piave River, which offered exactly the kind of dramatic setting required for a high arch dam. Now, this gorge was exceptionally narrow, with steep limestone walls rising almost vertically from the river below. So its geology appeared favorable, with the projected abutment rock judged capable of withstanding the enormous lateral thrust of an arch dam. So this looked like it could be the perfect place to create a really massive dam. And so it was here, in this narrow alpine gorge, that Carlo Semenza eventually decided to build the Vajont Dam.